And I'm back, bitch, with another episode of Spivey Hot Picks. I know it's been a minute, but we had some technical difficulties that we won't get into right now. But we back. We gonna get that schedule consistent for y'all motherfuckers, because I know y'all be wanting it. I know y'all do. But if you wanted to, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, 1M Digital Sports, and also 1M Digital. We'll be having a lot of content up there. Rappers, boxing, all types of sports. You just never know what you're going to see on there. So subscribe, like, comment, all that shit. Follow us on Instagram too. 1M Digital Sports Instagram page. 1M Digital, the regular. Everything going to be on that page. Young Champagne Poppy. That's where you get the exclusive picks. And guess what? It's a fee of $0.00. So I don't want to hear shit. You're getting free picks and you're going to win some money. That's all. That's all you got to do. I let you know unit size. I let you know what my streak's looking like. I give out parlays now too. I give y'all a little parlay to play with. And if you follow and like and subscribe those pictures that I post those picks on, who knows? I might put out some live bets or some shit like that. But we got to get the love first. I got to feel the love. That's all. I just want to feel the love, man. Let's give each other a hug.
This nigga. Let's give each other a hug.
We just did a virtual hug. You ain't never did that in your life. But let's get to the sports this week. We are in the national championship game for NCAA men's and women's. The women's play today. So, what are your thoughts on that? Was this March Madness entertaining to you?
Absolutely.
You feel like it was enough upsets for your liking?
Definitely.
The St. Peter's story was.
I was nice. Just about to say that St. Peter's, bro. Like,
I like that.
That was incredible. And then he got a great job. Was that true? Like that was.
Yeah, he got the job.
So yeah, he got a great job at what?
He will be at Seton Hall next year.
Great for him. Like I'm proud of him. Like he went to school there. I played there, I believe. So you know what I'm saying? That's great for him. I hope he have another hell of a run. Now he got a mob like at an actual school that he can get recruits.
He can recruit some real players now.
Yeah, get them top recruits. I want to see what you gonna do. Please don't be like Cuz from VCU, cause he ain't won shit since he left. Sorry, Shaka.
I love Shaka, and I love the hair that he grew since he left, and all of that. Cuz was bald.
Yeah,
that shit wasn't really working for him. I like the little. Some niggas just need hair sometimes to give them self-confidence. That's all. And I love that shit. Do what you feel at your age. If you can still grow it, show it. Do your thing. But Marquette didn't have the best season with him there. And he doing a little too much jumping for my liking. He went from VCU to Texas to Marquette. Like, can we get some consistency? VCU gave you your first chance. I feel like that should have been an opportunity for him to build a powerhouse. Because VCU is still good even without him. So imagine if he was there still. They'd probably be in the Elite Eight every other year.
Yeah, it might be.
I could see them being a powerhouse team. One of them teams that are nationally ranked in the preseason at, 2025.
A Murray State type.
Yeah. Mount St. Mary's. All these other teams that be ranked randomly throughout the season. They could be one of those. But Shaka thought it was because of him. And sometimes you gotta realize everybody ain't gonna give you that same leash that VCU gave you. You could have had a couple bad seasons at VCU and they still would have fucked with you just because of all the shit you did. They wasn't gonna see that from anywhere else or anyone else.
Everyone else just want to see W's.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else.
They was gonna give you that chance to fuck up. Now you in a position, you in the Big East. You ain't got that chance to fuck up. You fuck up too much. Bye. And hopefully after this job, if you do not stay, Hopefully you get another job because it ain't looking like it. It ain't looking like anyone's gonna hire you after this one if you don't pull that shit together. So sometimes it's just best to stay where you at. The move ain't always the best move. Grass ain't always green on the other side. Yada yada yada. Shaka, you fucked up. Let's call a spade a spade. But I'm a little disappointed in Duke. That's funny. You got on that Duke Blue Devils sweatshirt today. That's crazy.
It was given to me.
I feel you, but it's here. It's just it's crazy.
You know I ain't a Duke fan.
I know that for a fact. That's a fact.
I am a Coach K. Coach K.
I would say I'm a Coach K fan.
I am definitely a Coach K fan.
Yeah.
Great legacy.
Yeah, he's a winner. I'm not ever going to take the winning shit away from him, but he's said some wild shit about players that played for him, and when it's a black-dominated sport, you're usually talking about a black player.
Yeah.
In a negative way. Never will take the winning away from him. He done gave us gold medals. Even that. He done stepped his game up on that level. I love what he did at Duke. It's great. Other than Grant Hill is probably the only black player that he hasn't talked shit about on his teams. And I don't know if Paolo Banchero is black or not, but that don't sound black. Last time I checked, I don't know no niggas named Paolo. Niggas, not Mexicans or Spanish descent.
African Americans.
African American men named Paolo. If you can show him to me, comment below. Please. I would love to see it. And if he is black, where you think he black, he probably Haitian and be like, I Haitian, I know the man, I know black, I'm Dominican. I know black, I'm Dominican. The niggas like that you meet in New York is crazy. But, anywho. It was a nice run, Coach K. Happy for you. You went out sad.
Sad. Got beat 4 times.
By fucking North Carolina. Like, North Carolina spanked y'all. Like, you know how you used to get spanked when you was little? When you did some dumb shit? And they would get the belt, like, for real. They always say they gonna get the belt, but they just whoop you with their hand. Then they get the belt. That's what North Carolina did. They got the belt. And I'm gonna fuck you up. You got me fucked up. This gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you.
A little bit. Good old fashioned ass.
After every smack, didn't I tell you?
Not
stop
that. Or that motherfucking court.
Paolo Banchero is not that guy. I like the Roach kid, point guard from Duke. I like him. Got to work on the shot, but I like him. He got the essentials. Get the team involved and all that. But I will say I did have Kansas being one of those teams in the Final Four. And that ain't a championship game.
Did you bet it?
No.
Did you?
I ain't pulled the trigger. I pulled the trigger on some other shit that didn't work out. Miami. And Kentucky was one earlier. And who else? Kansas would have been another one, but they ain't make my top 3. But whatever, fuck them. I predicted it. I don't care. You know, it don't always got to be money. Niggas couldn't gamble back in the fucking 30s and 40s. Legally.
Oh, I was about to say, what, bro? Why you say that?
We good
Samaritans was gambling. We been gambling.
Niggas been gambling on the street forever. We are good Samaritans is what I mean. So, when I say that.
Yes, very good Samaritans. You go by the rules.
Yes.
We do that.
We don't know what happened out there. This is hearsay.
I watched a couple of Netflix movies.
Yeah, I see some documentaries. That's all.
Some bootlegged movies.
Yep. It wasn't even in theaters. Not gonna find it. Not talking about it. Anyway. Then they wasn't gambling like that. Niggas just had to get their picks out. Like, this is who I think gonna win. That's all.
I mean, it's on YouTube.
Edit. Anywho.
Hey, bro.
So, the Women's National Championship game, we got UConn and Stanford.
Again.
No, wait, not Stanford. Excuse me. UConn and South Carolina, because I want to make sure I get this right. Because Dawn Staley is one of my favorite coaches right now. I love me some Dawn Staley.
Why is that?
Just because the fire and tenacity she got to actually make these kids better. Yeah. Like, not just on the court. Like, kids go to South Carolina and, like, they always remember that time. The women that play there, they always remember that time with her. And that's hard to do as a coach. Like, I know there's plenty of coaches you ain't like, fuck with like that. But it's a couple that you was like,
you'll never forget.
I'll never forget that coach.
Yeah.
I'll never forget him. He made a difference in other ways than just on the field. And that's why I love Dawn Staley. Especially as a black woman, too, doing that. It ain't easy. You know, because I don't want to say, obviously, women's basketball ain't white or black dominated. It's just a mixture. I can't say that. But there's a lot of white coaches.
One thing I do like about women's sports in general, they support the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
When they play, they don't even gotta be playing for they team. When the players get hurt, the opposite player from the opposite team will give a girl a shout out. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get better. You see that in the NBA, but you always see that in the WNBA. You always see that in NCAA women's basketball. Like, always.
Well, one, I feel like the NBA now is more like that. Nowadays, it's more like that. Niggas dabbing each other, showing love after a game. It could be the playoffs and all of that. Nah. That didn't happen like that in the 90s and shit like that, you feel me? So, in that aspect, it ain't 100% true, but it is because there's a lot of times where them niggas be going, I don't remember seeing women fight on the court. Like, I ain't never heard of no women's brawl on the court.
Ever.
In my life.
Ever.
And that's just male testosterone, though. It's a terrible excuse. I'm not making excuses for these men acting the way that they do, but they don't. I'm not gonna say men don't have the mind to think like women and shit like that, but it's different emotions out there. It's different feelings. Like men, sometimes men turn shit into shit that it don't need to be. We beefing up like niggas be beefing and they forget why they beefing.
Facts.
Like, why are we even beefing? Why is this a problem? What's the problem?
Facts.
And it don't even be a real problem. It's just be a miscommunication most times. Problem.
Yeah.
Niggas not talking.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, that's the man culture. That's what it's been. And I ain't gonna say it's not gonna change, but because there are more men that talk and ain't always just trying to get straight to it. I am one of those men, the good man. Francis also. So, like, niggas just need to talk more.
Yeah.
Get that shit out. Clear the air. Now, if you feel like we gotta settle this, throw hands. Get to it. You know?
Put at the gloves. You jump in the boxing ring.
Yeah. Make it a little safe. Like, y'all ain't gotta go bare knuckle and try and choke the nigga out and shit. Like, and I ain't saying everybody gotta know how to fight. But at the same time, like, it should come to first a discussion. And that's why women don't be fighting like that. Like on the court. I ain't talking about in real life, because in real life, these bitches hate each other. And I know you see that shit every day on Twitter. These bitches hate each other.
Yeah, they hate each other for real, but they show each other love though on the court. And
but on the court, in terms of basketball and sports, they don't be hating on each other. It's love. With the niggas, it's different. It's a testosterone thing. It's an ego. It's, I'm a man. I'm the best man there is. Like, maybe I just don't care enough about that shit. But it's different in a sporting event. When you playing basketball, you feel like you can master that shit. So you feel like you've mastered it, then, and you don't get the results you thinking, of course there's going to be a little hostility. As men. But that's just men culture. Not right or wrong, but that's men culture. So yeah, man. We got the NBA playoffs coming up soon. We're still waiting on some seeding. We don't know who's gonna be where and what. But if you had to pick right now, who you got for the playoffs? Who's coming out the East? Who's coming out the West?
I could not tell you with the West. I don't know with the West.
Good, because I can tell you.
Go ahead, talk to me.
It's probably gonna be the Grizzlies or the Suns.
I can agree.
I don't see no one else. I know Luka and them the third seed right now, which is great. All respect.
Maybe
to
the
them.
Warriors. Can't count them boys out.
You can't never, but Steph not coming back 100%.
Kill.
He can come back, but he ain't coming back as Steph 100%. So you gotta look at that a little different. Clay's still not 100%. Draymond not 100%. Like, can you win like that?
Okay.
You can probably win a round, but depending what your seeding is, you can win a round. But they're looking at being the 6th seed soon if they keep losing.
Kill.
So now who you playing at? What you playing, the 3rd seed? So that's either the Suns, Grizzlies, or probably, I don't know who's gonna be that 3rd seed. Probably Jazz. But then again, who knows? Because they've been playing like shit. And if they don't win this postseason, which they not, expect big moves to happen. Mark my words. I said what the fuck I said. Rudy Gobert is going to be on the first plane to any other team in the league. I swear to God.
They gonna send him.
I swear to God. Donovan Mitchell is sick of this nigga. And you can just tell in the way they play together. Rudy Gobert is not that, he's a great defender. One of the best defenders of the past 5 years. But that's it.
That's it, literally.
That's it.
Literally.
Nigga don't got a post move. He don't got a hook shot. He don't got a mid-range game. He don't got shit. And then you look at people like Jokic and Embiid. They handling the ball outside the three-point line. Bro, you got to pick it up, brother.
Add to your game.
Do something. You could only be a dominant defender, and what does that change? Unless you got other dominant defenders around you and y'all just shut all shit down like the Pistons when they had Ben Wallace. They was shutting shit down. Like, niggas would score like 57 points against them the whole game. That's nasty.
That shit was ill.
That's nasty. Ill. And that ain't y'all. Figure that shit out. But mark my words. Niggas is getting traded next season. Utah is fed up. And I don't know who the fuck y'all gonna get, because y'all ain't never gonna get anyone in free agency. Ain't no one willingly going to Utah now. That racist ass. Anywho, Utah's a great place. I'm gonna leave y'all alone today. If you want to know how I really feel about Utah, look at previous tweets. That's all I'm gonna say. So, out the West, yeah, those two teams, Suns, Grizzlies. Who you got out the East? The East is a crapshoot too.
It is. But it's going to be either the Nets or Boston.
So, speaking of the Nets, I know this is completely off base. Do you think Ben Simmons ever going to play again? Again. Like, not just this season, but again.
Is his back really that fucked up?
No.
So why is
Look, I'm going to look into... No.
Wasn't he just...
His back is not that fucked up. That nigga got his feelings hurt, and he don't want to play basketball. He got what he wanted, got traded, now all of a sudden his back hurt. That nigga's scared to play. He's petrified to go out there. He didn't even play in Philly. He thought showing up was enough. Nah, nigga, get on that court. These light right niggas is different. And another note, before I forget this, did you know Devin Booker was Mexican? He came out as, well, I don't want to say came out like that, but he mentioned that he was Mexican. I ain't know that shit. That's crazy. Anywho, it explains a lot of things about him. But back to Ben Simmons' bitch ass and his back. First of all, why your back fucked up, nigga? What was you doing? You wasn't training. You wasn't practicing.
Hey, go ahead, guys.
How was your back fucked up? That's like me and you saying right now, our back fucked up. We are not in the process of training for an NBA season or an NFL season. We ain't doing none of that. How is my back fucked up? And now he's talking about a grievance against the 76ers for not paying him the $20 million that he had been fined for because he didn't fucking show up. Now this is the other side of fucking player empowerment that I don't like because little bitch ass niggas like Ben Simmons. Fucking weird ass. You playing a fucking game doing the